Here's the updates on what you might have missed because a lot has been going on. The first one, Operation Yappy has begun. Folks, we hear you. We know that the comms over the last few weeks and months have not been great. And there's a bunch of reasons and a bunch of potential excuses. I'm not going to give you any of them. A few things are going to happen to make this better on the comm side. Number one, weekly planetary calls. Unless I am sick or on a plane, we are doing a planetary call. This has got to be the heartbeat of the Jupiterverse, right? Last year in particular, we were pretty regular with this. And I think that as soon as that regularity dropped out, the kind of rhythm and the heartbeat of the community started to, get an arrhythmia. On top of the planetary call, we're also going to do a bunch of other things. So first, I'm doing a weekly call in Discord every week with the COCs and then eventually with the cadets as well. We're going to do weekly Twitter spaces as well. These will largely early on be kind of powered by some of the working groups. So Uplink is doing a great job with this. Obviously, Jupe and Juices every week and so on. On the product side, one fun thing that happened here is Smart CT Likes, and the CT stands for Crypto Twitter. It's a new community validation system that we're kind of piloting, experimenting with to understand which tokens have actual community support, where people are willing to put their public name against a token with a simple like. Right? It doesn't mean that you own the token, does not mean you endorse the token. It simply means that you like this token. That's live today on jupe.ag/trenches. You can go find that. There's even a popular filter where you can start to sort by the tokens that have the most organic community love. Jupiter Trenches now live on mobile as well. You can find out what's new, what's next, what's happening right now in the trenches on all tokens, all in real time, the best and fastest data streams you're going to find, and they're only getting better. We're also really leaning into the trending tab to make token discovery even better and even easier. We're really focusing on things like net buy volume, not things like wash, like trading volume, which is easily washed, right? So this is actually higher quality metrics lead to higher quality insights and allow you to find higher quality tokens. And speaking of quality, the token liquidity data has also been upgraded in the past week. We're now looking across liquidity from multiple pools for a single token, so you can get a better sense of what's going on over there. After that, we of course have Jupiter Perps. So a few updates on the perp side that people should know about. Number one, limit orders. They just got even better. So now you can have up to 5 limit orders at the same time. The max size has also been increased to $250,000 per limit order, which is pretty incredible. So again, just the best perps experience you're going to get anywhere. The UI itself has now been improved as well. The charts have been improved from TradingView. There's better and clearer warning systems, so you actually know what's going on anytime in your journey. A lot of feedback on that one. And then, of course, better leverage settings as well. We've kind of moved the leverage settings out into different places, so it looks better than ever before. And on top of that, the execution is better than ever before. The positions will close with a single transaction if you're closing it into the collateral token. Last thing on the product side that we wanted to talk about was Jupiter Portfolio. If you are an active user of Solana DeFi, you probably are if you're into Jupiter stuff, is excellent. And now, just in the last week, it's got a bunch of upgrades, including invites, the same kind of invite flow that we know and love from Jupiter Mobile, now available on desktop as well. So you can send SOL to people trustlessly, fully decentralized, without us ever touching the funds, which is pretty incredible. The on-ramps are now built into it as well, so you can on-ramp SOL from anywhere. No need to use a SEX to do that. And then finally, all the bridges are integrated there as well. So if you want to join the Solana party, it's never been easier. 8 mode coming up. We're going to be building embedded wallets into Jupe.ag, which is very cool for a number of reasons, social logins and so forth. But the coolest, in my opinion, signless transactions. If you're using the embedded wallet, just one click and it's done. No need to verify every single time you do it. So for the traders who are really active there, doing lots of trading, super simple interface. On top of that, we're going to be doing a big upgrade to the token pages. So within Trenches, there's going to be a full UI revamp with clearer signals on tokens' momentum and where they're going and more context around them. And then finally, better limit orders are on the way. Meow's 2030 lock-in vote has concluded. The DAO has voted to give Meow the lock-in that he needs, the focus that he needs. 5 years tokens locked, so Meow won't get any tokens until 2030, at which point he will get his tokens back, 280 million from the team strategic reserve and a bonus 220 million from the community reserve, which can be vetoed at any time between now and then if performance suffers. Another thing that happened this past week in the Jupiverse, we are ramping up product support. Most DeFi protocols don't really have much support. Like you kind of jump in Discord and maybe you get something or not. Jupiter built different, my friends. We are ending the Discord ticket bot, which I know is complicated, especially for people who are kind of newer to crypto and not so familiar with how Discord works. And what you can expect, faster response times, better user guides. I think we have like 80 of them or something like that right now. And bespoke priority support for all Ultra Mode users. All of that, jupiverse.zendesk.io. A new Jupe DAO grant was given out. Shout out to Faber and the rest of the team on the Jupiverse Indonesia. Going to be doing a bunch of things to help grow the Jupiter ecosystem in Indonesia. Go give them a follow if you're into that kind of thing at Jupe Indonesia. Big shout out to them. The next thing here, big shout out to our homies over at Jupe and Juice and the Cadets Work Group on their PPP hour, both of which this week crossed into the 50 club, which means they're 50 episodes in, which is crazy. And then speaking of big numbers here, the Jupiter YouTube channel crossed 20,000 subscribers. That puts us in the top, actually above the top 2% of all YouTube channels. But here are the numbers that I really love most. Total views, 1.3 million. Not bad. Total watch time, 91,000 hours, which as Uplink has said, is watching every single Marvel movie, all of them, 1,300 times. You would have watched equaled the watch time on the Jupiter YouTube channel, which is pretty insane. We know, we've seen the same thing you've seen. Current vibes in the community, not ideal. Right? Especially after the 2030 vote, it brought a lot of, I think, tension to the surface for good reason. There's a lot of reasonable arguments on both sides as well. But in general, it kind of ended up being a lot more, it became a kind of a divide the pie moment rather than the kind of grow the pie. People in the chat and in the community were like, hey, part of this is like, kind of market driven. I'm sure that plays a role in it. But, even in bad markets, we can always do better here in terms of like regularity of the comms, explaining the why, making sure that people understand the value that's being created, answering those questions more proactively and all those kinds of things. So people disagree. They should say so. The goal is not to be like, hey, we have just yes men. That's one of the things I love about this community is that they're honest and they say their thoughts. But indeed, the idea of PPP and supporting people, even when they disagree, very important to the long-term future of Jupiter. We're going to bring up onto the stage our guy, you know him, you love him, Julian from the Cadet Work Group. Julian, tell the folks about the key problems that you guys are tackling